30 years, infections caused by the bacteria vibrio have spiked more than 500% across Florida.
The worst of those, vibrio vulnificus, better known as the flesh-eating bacteria, kills 1 in 5 people it strikes. Wink News reporter Liz Biro is live near the water of Matlacha. Liz, Florida leads the nation in cases, but researchers tell you the Gulf Coast is really becoming a hot spot.
Yeah, Amanda, a lot of things contribute to vibrio: rainfall, warm water, phytoplankton. But what really differentiates the east and the west coast of Florida is we have more of what the bacteria thrives on. The risk of infection is almost always there.
They remain in the water system, but they're not cultural labeled, meaning that we really can't detect them that easily.
But a month after Hurricane Ian hit southwest Florida, Dr. Antar Jutlaw and his team from the University of Florida found vibrio, the flesh-eating kind, in almost every sample off Pine Island.
This whole process of easiness in detection was surprising to us.
As a lifelong Floridian, when Robert Lizarraga takes his grandson on the water, he knows the risk.
And I know that every year that people die from flesh-eating bacteria if you got a wound or something that gets infected, so that's concerning.
We know this bacteria flares up after a tropical storm or hurricane, but what's your everyday risk? Assistant Professor of Medicine Norman Beatty says on the Gulf Coast, it's important to note risk changes with location. Near an estuary with oyster beds, it's higher.
Those that are closer to the actual Gulf itself with higher salinity, you may find less risk there.
But most importantly, Beatty says watch your cuts and scrapes because the bacteria can enter your body through something as small as a bug bite.
It is rare in humans. There's many millions of people, who are, in our waters in the Gulf and just enjoying them. But those who have immunocompromised conditions and those who, would or could develop an open wound, just really want to take pause and having exposure to water.
Norman Beatty also told me cases increase during spring and summer when the water is warmer, but cases could also be up because more people are in the water during spring and summer. Now, the question of seasonality for this bacteria is what Jutlaw and his team are working to answer now. Live in Matlacha, Liz Biro, Wink News.